Melody Thomas Scott's character, Nikki Newman, will update Victor Newman, Eric Braden, on her decision to accept the CDO position at Newman Media. According to The Young and the Restless, Y&R. Spoilers for Wednesday, September 6. However, she will be aware that this places her in Adam Newman's, Mark Grossman, enemy territory. Additionally, Nikki will inform Victor of Kyle Abbott's, Michael Mueller, love involvement with Audra Charles, Zulika Silver. Nikki will reassure Victor that she told Audra to break up with him if she wanted to keep her job, after confirming that Summer Newman Abbott, Allison Lanier, is aware that she was the one who originally spilled. At the GCAC, Audra will pledge that she will work to ensure that Kyle maintains a position at Newman Media. Audra will acknowledge that Nikki told them to stop dating, but she'll still wonder if Kyle would be open to having a covered affair. Kyle will board the ship, and Audra will head back to her suite to call Nikki. Nikki will advise meeting downstairs at the athletic club, as she'll be entering as they speak, and Audra will want to get together. As she tells Nikki she'll be down a bit later, Audra will open the door for Kyle. Kyle will mention how nice it was to sneak up the service stairs to view Audra after they get into bed together. If Audra is able to separate herself from Kyle, she will sit down with Nikki at a table in the dining room and make up a story about breaking up with Kyle. Nikki will acknowledge that she's open to it, but Audra will want to keep Kyle at Newman Media as a valuable team member. Adam will be surprised when Sharon Rosales, Sharon Case, arrives at his house and expresses her worry for him. Despite Sharon's initial annoyance, she will understand that Adam suffered a severe blow when Victor kicked him out of the house, particularly in light of the fact that he has constantly sought his father's approval. Sharon won't indulge Adam or let him play the victim, despite the fact that he will pretend to have once again allowed his own hubris to cause a problem. Adam will say he's willing to start at the bottom after claiming this was a wake-up call and deciding to improve his conduct. Adam will argue that he will do whatever it takes to advance legally, including letting the interns direct him or even sort mail at Newman Enterprises. Adam will ask Sharon for assistance after discussing all the losses he has endured in order to show that he is on the right path. Sharon will be doubtful of Nick's new attitude and doubt that she has that much influence over Nick when it comes to his brother, contrary to Adam's belief that Nick would listen to her. Sharon will nonetheless consent to speak with Nick in order to take his temperature on the circumstance. Sharon will then caution Adam that this needs to be on level ground. Even though Adam will exhort Sharon to have faith, he will pour himself a drink and make it appear as though he is attempting to manipulate her. On Wednesday's episode of Y&R, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, will protest to Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, in her office about all the restructuring Victor did while she was away, and will question whether their father is unstable. Nick will assert that Victor is merely using his power, and that Victoria is not amused by his return to Newman Enterprises as her co-CEO. Nick will hear Victoria's assurance that she meant well when she made him take a leave of absence. Nick will make it plain that he still hasn't decided whether to accept the position, and that he still doesn't trust Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, despite Victoria claiming she approves of his return. Victoria and Victor will eventually get into a furious argument at the ranch over Victor's secretive alterations to Newman Enterprises. Victor will contend that he has the authority to make changes as he sees fit at his company, despite Victoria's opinion that she ought to be kept informed. Regarding Sally's new company, Nick will adamantly assert that he comprehends her desire for him to be a hands-off investor. Sally will make the suggestion that perhaps Nick's instincts were correct after he has thought about the most recent Newman drama and how this is the kind of stuff he has previously fled from. As a result, Sally will advise Nick to follow his instincts rather than what Victor desires. They'll kiss tenderly as Sally gives Nick the assurance that he's on the correct track when it comes to her. According to previews for The Young and The Restless, Nick will have to decide how he wants to proceed with the family company. Make CDL your go-to source for fantastic Young and The Restless spoilers, updates, and news by making us your one-stop shop.